famous writers and musicians are English, and we're now using there are and who are. So let's read together. There are many
famous writers and musicians who are English.
Okay, so if we now take, so can I just say, there is acting as a pronoun. It's not really a pronoun. It is not a pronoun. There is not a pronoun, but it's acting as a pronoun. Okay? So there are many famous writers and musicians who are English. So let's read number one so you understand. Many computer programmers and professional gamers are Asian. So now we can say there are many computer programmers
and
professional gamers
who are Asian.
thank you please, who are Asian. And that's it. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Seeing you're working quickly, I will now hang and well done. Asian, well done. I know you're Asian. And Rain, let's do yours. Who are Russian, who are American. Well done. Well done. Yeah. Who are Russian, who are American, who are American. You want to use a different pen. Which is who are Russian, yes, okay. Well done, everyone. So, do you want to just find a few words, nationalities, so that you try to remember the word? Anyone? Any words? Any words? Or no words? Any words? No? Oh, sorry. Yeah, well done. NOT, not. We just say either first to maybe 20. First to 20. Great. Very good. Oh, Rain. If there were a sea, city would have been good. L-I. Oil. Okay. O-I-L. Read. Anyone else? I could definitely see an animal. Okay, and ant. Okay, I was thinking of a larger animal. I was thinking of a larger animal. Jenny?
Lion.
Yeah, I was thinking of lion. Lion or anyone else? No. Nothing else? Something that a cat has, something that a monkey has on the back of its body. So, yeah, toy, T-O-Y, like that. Toy. Anyone else?
N-A-I-L.
Nail, N-A-I-L. I'll give you this one then. Tail. Tail. Anything else? I'll just quickly say 25. Just to give this side a chance. Just to give this side a chance. Anything? No? Kim? Anything? Wade?
Huh?
Nick? Anything? No? No? That's okay, but team one. Right. Okay, so we start a new chapter, a new unit. Everyone, wait, turn around please, you're not on a couch. I don't care, you're not on a couch. Everyone, page 46, page 46, the thick book. Page 46, the thick book. And can anybody give me the title? Anyone give me the title? Annie? Please don't let me open my eyes. Please don't let me open my eyes and see what you're doing. But that's okay. What's the title? Good Neighbors. Can anybody tell me what makes a... Actually, let's do the opposite. What makes a bad neighbor? What makes... First of all, hands up if you don't know neighbor. Neighbor. Who doesn't know neighbor? Harry. Chinese for neighbor. Harry. Nick. Chinese for neighbor. Can you write? Can you write the Chinese for neighbor? Neighbor. Can you write the Chinese for neighbor? It's your language, not mine. Can you write the Chinese for neighbor? Or the Nick. Nick's good enough. It's your language, not mine. So he's Chinese. He's Taiwanese. Is that right? Yes. Well done. So everyone, even though even though you know how to spell the word, please write the Chinese word next to neighbour, because then you will just remember. So please write the Chinese word. Please write the Chinese word just here. Please write the Chinese word just here. Please write the Chinese word just here. Joe. Okay. If you can, write the Chinese word. So, good neighbours. Can anyone tell me what makes a good neighbour? What makes a good neighbour? Or do you have a good or bad neighbour? Felix, you have a good neighbour or a bad neighbour? What makes your neighbour good? What makes your neighbour good? Huh? Wait, do you have a good neighbour or a bad neighbour? Or are you the bad neighbour? Huh? Do you have a good neighbour or a bad neighbour? Wait. Isn't it? Do you have a good neighbour? Good, yes? Or bad? Annie, do you have a good or bad neighbour? Which one? Good. Annie, what makes the neighbour good? What makes the neighbour good? Joe, do you good neighbour or bad neighbour? Well, that cannot be true. That cannot be true. Because your house could be here, yes? And the closest house could be a long way away, but he is still a neighbour. Because it's also part of a neighbourhood. Neighbour doesn't, on the whole, it's side by side. It doesn't have to be. Especially if you live in, say, America, and you're in the middle of the desert, and then you ask someone, who's your neighbour? And then that person may say, oh, my neighbour is Jim. He's 60 kilometres away. So, Joe, do you have a neighbour? Yes. Good neighbour or bad neighbour? Why is your neighbour good? That's okay if you don't know what makes a good neighbour. If you don't know what makes a good neighbour, how do you know the difference between a good neighbour or a bad neighbour? What's the difference? Elsa, what's the difference between a good neighbour and a bad neighbour? What's the difference between a good neighbour and a bad neighbour? Felix, what's the difference between... Alright, no, Felix, I want to ask you. Annie, what's the difference between a good neighbour and a bad neighbour? Okay, you don't know, so let's find out, shall we? So it says you need to give an opinion. So an opinion is your idea, your thought. Okay, so it says a good neighbour is and should not. So let's have a look at the picture. What do you see? What do you see? What do you see in the picture? What do you see? Anything? What do you see? People? What do you see in the picture? Nothing? Do you see neighbours? I think I'm the wrong teacher for this class.
I'll talk to the teacher and the lady.
Yes, I think it's best because I'm not getting the best at it.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not getting the best. Whereas my other classes, they answer and we have nice communication. We play games. But if this class doesn't want to respond to me, that's okay.
Okay,
That's okay.
I get it.
That's okay. So maybe, yeah, it would have to be teacher Jacob. That's okay. Right then. All right then. So this is all about good neighbours. So if we now move over to the next page, page 47, you have the idea of a student for a good teacher. And it says, should prepare for class, should something, should not yell at students, it depends on what the students are like, and should not whatever. So what should a teacher be like? Should prepare for class, should what? What should a teacher do? I'm a teacher, so I'll just tell you. Should ask questions. The teacher should ask questions. Okay, so the teacher should ask questions. It says should not yell at students and should not. Anyone else? Should not.
Should not give us homework.
Can I just say these are your opinions. So I cannot say I have my own idea of a good teacher, yes? Obviously, he has an idea of a good teacher. Teacher Andy has an idea of a good teacher. Students have an idea of a good teacher. I can assure you that if a good teacher didn't give homework, that teacher would not be doing his or her job. However, it is still your opinion. It is still your opinion. Should not give homework. Okay? If that's what you think a good teacher is, that's okay by me. That's okay. If that makes a good teacher, so be it. Okay, so we have a good teacher should prepare for class. A good teacher should ask questions. A good teacher should not yell at students. A good teacher should not give homework. Right then. Now we have a good student. A good student. So, should review what he or she learned that day. So what should a student do? A good student should, I could say, should follow the teacher's instruction. I could say that. That's what good students ought to do. So good students should follow the teacher's instructions. Should not cheat on a test or on tests. And you can have the last word. Should not. Good students should not. Good students should not. Your students should not. Good students should not.
It's okay.
Well, can I just say, alright, should not. To be honest, that's a bit too severe, yes? Because we want students to talk, yes? Yes? I mean, I want you to talk. But, should not talk. To be honest, I'm just trying to think of Joe and Wade. Should not talk. No, that isn't true. No, that isn't true. That isn't true. Alright, or interrupt the classroom. Yeah. So, should not talk or interrupt the classroom. Meaning the teacher is doing something and we're doing this page, and then you get other students who decide that they don't want to do what the book says, they just want to do other things like homework or play games or maybe look at their computer or do the previous day's homework. So a good student shouldn't do that. So, alright then, so a good student should follow the teacher's instructions, like anything. Should not cheat on tests and should not talk or interrupt the classroom. Does anybody else want to change any of these and say anything else? You don't have to use these, you can use your own. Seriously, because, let me tell you why. It says giving opinions. And it's your opinion, not mine. It's your opinion, not mine. Alright then, let's move on. Okay, so everyone, if we now go to page 48, again, can anyone tell me the title? Good neighbours. Alright then, good neighbours. Can I just also say, in England, we don't spell it like this. We have a U in it, so we always spell it O-U-R, but America, O-R. Okay, so let's introduce everyone. There are three qualities
that make good neighbors.
Firstly,
I think good neighbors are
neat,
and
orderly.
They always keep their own houses
Clean and pick up
all the trash
near their home. In addition,
I believe.
so let me just interrupt. So we've already talked about good students, yes? Good students following the teacher's instructions. So I can definitely see poor students. With my own eyes, I can see poor students. We all agree what it was? We all agree? We all agree? So I can see, even with these old eyes, poor students. Let me tell you something. Poor students may make poor adults. There may be a relationship. Good students make good adults. That's for sure. That's for sure. So let's try and be good students and follow our instructions. And let's start one more time. There are 3 qualities.
There are 3 qualities that make good neighbors.
Firstly, I think good neighbors are neat and orderly. They always keep their own houses clean and pick up all the trash near their homes. In addition, I believe good neighbors are kind and helpful. For example, our next door neighbor, Jennifer, helps us find our dog when he got loose. Lastly, good neighbors should be considerate and think about how their actions affect their neighbors. They should not listen to loud music or make loud noises late at night. If we are all good neighbors, our neighborhoods will be better places to live. Alright, so everyone, what I've done, I've made some questions. So I think it means, do you understand what you've just read? And for most of you, the answer is yes. For most of you, the answer is yes. Okay, once again. They're very simple questions. Very simple. Well done. I don't do this just with this class, I do it with all classes. So don't think you're getting special treatment, because you're not. If there are any words you're not sure about, if there are any words you aren't sure about, I will help you. I will help. So everyone, can I just say, it's okay to just give the answer. But please remember, as you get older, that answer will need to be put into a sentence. So it's easy to say good neighbors. And you're right. You are right. That's the answer. But for a full sentence, it would have to be the topic of the passage is good neighbors, or is called good neighbors. But what's more important? Getting the right answer. Getting the right answer is the most important part. answer is good neighbours. Well done. Yes. So very simply, they're not very difficult, and only have to give answers. How many qualities? How many qualities of good neighbours are mentioned? How many? It's in the first line. You don't just the answer three. There are three qualities. What do good neighbours keep clean? What do good neighbours keep clean? They always keep clean. They always keep their own houses clean. Hang on, and then it says, what do good neighbours pick up near their home? Okay, they pick up trash. What did Jennifer help the writer find? Their dog. When did Jennifer help the writer? When the dog got loose and ran away. What should good neighbours think about? Yeah, well done. Yeah, their actions. Well done. What should neighbours not do late at night? Play loud music, noises. Okay. And maybe 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe too difficult. You don't have to worry about those, but just do the first 8. Because the first 8 are very simple. The first 8 are very simple. If you've done the first 8, you can hand it in. Very simple. Well, we've just given you the answers. If you can't do it, that's okay. It's okay if you can't. That's okay. You can, if you can't do it, you just can't do it. Because will come after the main clause. Okay, well done. Good job. Wait, it's okay. If you can't do it, you can't do it. I can't force someone to do something that they don't have the ability to actually do. So that's okay. Okay, so everyone, let's stop that now. Let's stop that. So let's carry on. Let's carry on. And it says, so page 48. Page 48, what is the paragraph about? What is the paragraph about? Kim, we're on page 48 now. What is the paragraph about? Anyone? Well, you have to write the answer, not me. page 48, what is the paragraph about? The paragraph is effectively the introduction. It's the introduction way. Why do I bother? So being a good teacher or being a quiet teacher doesn't actually help. Because it just means that you've given authority to the student to do nothing. That's all you've done. That's all you've done. And that's okay. I mean, if a teacher wants to go through life not wanting to push a student, that's okay. That's for an easy teacher. But it doesn't help the student. And I know it doesn't, because my previous school, I have to tell you, those students were excellent. They were all excellent. So the answer for those of you who can't do it, there are 3 qualities that make good neighbours. Wait, have you written?
No.
There you are. So can I just say, if he doesn't want to do it, that's okay. Don't expect me to mark his book. Don't expect him to interfere with others. That's all I ask. Now, don't look at the teacher. Okay, right then. Write the 3 qualities of good neighbours. What are the 3 qualities? Neat and orderly, kind and helpful, and yes, considerate. Well done, Felix. That's right, yes. You can definitely add that to it as well. So they are neat and orderly, they are kind and helpful, they should be considerate, and they also need to appreciate what their actions may or may not do. Try to use the desk. Considerate. So, no, this isn't true. They're asking you for the 3 qualities. They're asking for the 3. They're asking for the 3 qualities. And I'll just read Felix's. Neat and orderly, kind and helpful, should be considerate, and think about how their actions affect others. And you can apply that to students, how their actions affect others. You can apply that to students. Okay, number 3, everyone, let's read. What examples does the writer to support the second quality? And you're right. Yeah. The writer's next door neighbour helped them find their dog when it got lost. Felix has given you the answer. It's okay. Just copy Felix. So for those of you who can't do one of the qualities, it's says neat and orderly. Neat and orderly, kind and helpful. Helpful and considerate. Considerate and Felix is right about take care of your actions. So please write neat and orderly, kind and helpful and considerate. Okay, well done. And the last one, let's see if anyone's done number 3. Okay, well done. Yeah, well done. So Jennifer helped the writer to find, okay? To find. To find the dog, well done. Jennifer helped. No, not us, because that's including you. So help. Jennifer, nothing? Jennifer. There you are. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That may be acceptable. I don't know. I mean, for Tin John, that may be good. I don't know. But for Jubei, it wouldn't be. But I don't know. Maybe this area is different now. But so Jennifer helped the writer to find. Okay. Find our dog means it's your dog. And it's not your dog, it's the writer's dog. To find. What? I'll write it on the board. Can I just also say, Lucas, and you're a good student, but you cannot begin a sentence with because, and it is only one sentence. It is impossible. It's a subcoordinate. It cannot happen. It can only be at the beginning if you then have a comma and just there you write a clause. That's the or the main clause. That's the only time you can start a sentence with because. Other than that, it can never happen. Okay, it can never happen. It can never happen. All right, I'll write the last sentence. The writer's next door neighbor. The writer's next door neighbor. Next door. Help them find their dog. I could carry on, but that's good enough. Well done. So number 3 is the writer's next door neighbor. Next door neighbor. Next door neighbor. Help them find their dog. The writer's next door neighbor. Help them find their dog. And that's it. Well, then I'll just come round and hopefully you've done 1, 2, and 3. Well done. Well done, Louis. Nice handwriting. because the writer's next door neighbour, the next door neighbour belonging to the writer. So this is an apostrophe. Okay. You find the dog? Yes. Yes. Us includes you. Nick, I just don't understand. Well done, and well done. Okay, so everyone, it's time to go. Well done. Well done, those of you. Okay, thank you very much.
好，直播再看。100多，我看得到，我今天知道。他卖我3掉1点2套。我是怕他披萨。
Hey guys.快要有一个，我在录了，有一个，谁呀？不知道。你狗直接谁出掉？那个插口。那是谁出掉？他喝可乐。口红是口红，你口红太买了。靠背，郑俊宇无什么在录？头唱歌什么在录？没有过来，再过来。 糖宝，糖宝嘞。不是啊，你要放这样，我靠腰哦。哎，很多问题。求而入境了，入境了。
还是玩你了哇？大概30块钱，快点责任卡。这个谁讲？他谈热身。
来，先写，这里几乎都是复合句，然后就会有人说复合句是什么？没有在听。
可是第二题写为什么 D O 那个它跟 T 在一起 ？D O 它整为什么还要救救我？
哎，有人拿到明天的吗？他怎么没有拿到？说没有拿到明天的，要拿给我换。要不要把它回去位置做啊？
不是啊，我今天超签的。啊，我明天不是休息。
我都没差。
啊，我明天休息。验糖呢？不要听的。
不要讲话。喜欢的。
啊，没有。
我跟你讲，我这个。 天会经过这里。你干嘛一直对着他？我在跟你讲话，
太累了。
但是他
光眼球。
应该放学都会经过。
礼拜四你不来吗？
礼拜四会来上。
那我礼拜四。对，礼拜四。
他想到后面知道。后面知道。
他就不教你。
快点，妈妈。有啊。
一这个。
为什么没？有啊。明天那个联络布照的时候，请注意签名了没有？前面订正了没有？好，不要再让我看到没有订正、没有签名，这种简单的事做不好。你在比什么？来看一下今天的联络单。来，先讲明天考试的部分是附加问句跟复合句，然后2000单961到990，欧美单字1到4课。好，所以我们来看一下第一题。来 ，I'm not， 我不是来自日本 ，and my friend wait 什么 either， 我的朋友 wait 也不是。复合就前面否定，后面否定，前面肯定，后面肯定，对不对？好，前面是 be 动词，所以我后面也要用 be 动词，所以第一题答案是 isn't， 你写错了，慢慢来。第二题，金阳 hasn't had dinner， 金阳没有吃晚餐 ，and neither 什么 his parents， 他的父母亲也没有。前面是用完成式 hasn't had have has 加 bb 对不对？所以后面也要用完成式哦。所以第二题是 have。第三题 ，Joe couldn't swim fast。Joe 没有办法游得很快，而 Kim 也没办法 ，couldn't either E-I-T-H-E-R。第四题 ，I didn't go to the party， 什么 did I？ 前面 I didn't， 前面否定，所以后面也要否定，对不对？所以是 neither，N-E-I-T-H-E-R。第五题 ，I can't make a cake， 我没有做蛋糕。我另外一个人回答，我知道。好，另外他们俩在聊天，他说我没做，另外一个人说我也没有，所以是一样是 either，E-I-T-H-E-R。
2吗？
2。加什么？加什么？
跟第四题一样吗？活动地线。
加什么？不用啊。第四题是倒装，第五题不是倒装。第六题，汤姆已经打电动打了2个小时了，而医生也是。医生什么 to？ 医生 has。OK。第7题 ，Mary hasn't done。打错了，应该是 her homework。玛丽没有做她的作业，而我也没有。来否定，所以答案是 C。前面是完成式哦，哈。第8题 ，Jane 不喜欢牛奶，而她的妈妈也没有。Her mother didn't either，E-I-T-H-E-R。第9题 ，I never go to bed early。Never 否定字，前否后否，所以呢，第9题答案是 B。好，以上是今天联络簿，请马上装到书包里面去。那明天就会跟我说，老师我没有带，老师
我没签。
好，马上放不是马上放联络簿，马上放书包。好。来收签名的考卷，
没有。
有啊，上礼拜不是发了3张吗？
没来。
你没来，你的在我这啊。其他人啊，收啊。收。我好像上礼拜有没有？ 礼拜没收，收，要收6张吧，对不对
3月18的吗？
看一下哦，3月18跟3月3月11跟3月18，是吗？因为我记得我上礼拜忘记是。来吧，收，有人都放在抽屉里面都没有带回家，我知道，因为我在看你们抽屉。
谁？
不好意思说了。
没关系，来说一下。
就没有带回去了，就我直接放在抽屉。
还有谁？
你应该有些有带，有些没带。来，赶快收，有后完先传啊。
一张来。
快点。不管你有没有签，全部都收过来。不管你有没有签，就算你放抽屉的也全部收过来。没有签也请收，全部都收。全部都收。晚一点。不管你有没有签，全部都。你如果没有交，就当做你没写，你就全部重写一遍。你交来没有签名，我会让你补签，但是请不要都没有交。晚一点。
快点。
快点。
哇！
快点好吗？为什么那么久？都是无神会，你跟他不同牌。对啊。两个都不同牌。来，赶快。来，帮忙，谢谢你。全部都交完了吗？好像没有，怎么可能那么少？不要再给我聊天了。好，名字子句讲义拿出来。
要分开哦。
不用分开啊，直接给我。但是我没有办法讲话。
我没有办法讲话，
那个谁，你就直接往前传，就好，你不用分类，我自己会看。
你看过？
快点。就这样而已，没啊。好，没关系，这次慢慢写起来。来吧，咱们的名词讲义，名词子句。有功课吗？你觉得没谁说？没有，没关系啊。好像，我记得有吧？而且我记得好像才。
才1页。
对啊，才1页，12页而已，是吗？对不对？礼拜5啊，你们11哦。你们要去，你要去哪里？礼拜2你们。我都摸，一天工商议。来，我们上次是讲完到第10页嘛，就是名词子句的地方，就是间接问句我是讲完了嘛，哈。明天会讲名词子句跟名词片语，啊，然后最后再讲最前面最简单的地方。所以这本讲义一样，就是正常的进度的范围，就是这礼拜会上完，但是不会那么早发下一本讲义。
老师，你有公布名单吗？
公布什么名单？
那时候考什么东西？
明解吗？死亡名单有啊，你就是那个死亡名单。
你在那个令谱上面。
令谱。
令谱上。
啊，我知 知道。
生死簿啊。
不是，就是什么？哎，我刚刚去安全班上课，他们跟我说的。
你要签生死状吗？
是他有一个，哎，他带我带我在要先，是那个我带有拍，我带他叫什么？多邻国那个吗？哎，你们现在不在讲这个？好，没事啊，没事。
在讲股票吗？
没事，我没有在看什么。哎，昨天第二笔有说下礼拜五要课的事情，对不对？好。
没有。
我明天在隔壁上，我昨天在隔壁上课，我明天就听到。来，你不要跟我讲你会不会来，我不 care 你们会不会来。来，注意听好，注意听好。去啊！我没有说早就知道你一定会去。来，下个礼拜我还是要讲一次。你要请假一样，家长你不用你告诉我，因为我们不给学生自己请假。下礼拜刚好清明年假嘛，对不对？所以呢，刚好你们是还没有哎，如果是成功的，刚好第一次期中考完，下礼拜成功不是就要读期中了？
不是下吗？
是下礼拜吧？没有吧？下礼拜吧？下礼拜。啊，国中的话，高中的话，像我儿子他就这礼拜月考，女儿就下礼拜月考。考完，我知道很多人都出去玩了。我还是要讲一下，我们会把礼拜五当天的英文课往早上上，隔一个礼拜一的数学课一样往前上。所以早上10点到12点是上英文，下午1点到3点是上数学，好，然后当天中午，因为当天没关系啊，我可以传这里影片给他看，我特别把其他地方剪掉的剪这一段。那一天当天午餐只允许家长送或是在这边订餐，不可以自己出去买。只有那一天，因为下礼拜五这里老师每个人都会非常的忙，而且反正就是那一天大家会很忙，所以没有人会注意到，因为有老师反映说你们出去买，有的人都在乱买。哦，王一晴就在说你啊，都在乱买，然后还要帮人家代购买饮料，
然后跟别人说什
么？所以那一天只有那一天，平常你礼拜3晚上你要出去买我都没关系，好，但是你不要让别的老师说你乱买。你如果让别的老师说你乱买的话，你以后我就会打电话跟家长讲，禁止你出去买晚餐。正常我是不会禁止人家出去买，只要你家长可以，我都可以。但如果是乱买，或是帮同学乱买，收代购费，这种我绝对不会再让你出去买，因为这是一件非常糟糕的事情。这我已经讲过第2遍。好，你帮别人这很好嘛，对啊，但是不可以再跟人家多收钱，这是一件很不好的事情。这就跟以前我们那个以前是流行是你帮他写作业，他给你多少钱？
谢明轩，写作业。
对，我知道以前不会有这样，现在是流行买东西的。你说假设好，我朋友现在要出国，然后我请他帮我买啊，假设日本的什么，那我觉得我还可以接受，因为就是跨国是不一样的东西，我在台湾这我就买不到。你帮同学买个10的饮料还是什么 7 的东西，你跟他收钱，我觉得也太好笑了吧？你问他，
他都说什么？我脚会酸耶。
那你就不要叫他买了，啊，你自己也笨，你自己也笨。
我要3块而已。
对，你们就是这样子啊，3块累积5次就15块了，你们就是这样子。我跟你讲，我跟你讲，你不要，搞不好这样知道你做这件事，我也很不爽。如果我是那家长，我应该就很不爽。
退钱的。
不要做这种事情，因为有时候同学跟不要说同学，家人跟家人之间都不要有任何金钱上的纠纷，真的啊。我帮你们家，我是不允许我自己小孩有什么。你没有钱你就跟我说，但是不要去跟啊哥，你今天可以借我多少？你今天可以借我都不行。你没有钱你就跟我说，对，但是你不要，我也不准他们跟同学借钱，我也不准他们借同学钱，都不可以。对，所以现在刚好有直播哈，所以不要那一天就禁止。如果你要请假的话，我明天联络本上面我打上调课的时间。如果你要请假的话，请家长就是跟我请假。我不反对我当天我的数学跟英文都会直播你要不要看那也是支持。像上次那个到现在还是有人也是没看，我知道。 我都没关系，你不要看，那也是你的事情啊。你不要到时候跟我说，老师，怎么都没有补课，没有补课，我都加直播，我补什么课？有事吗？来，你如果在那边隔空，在那边比手势的话，请你坐在旁边，都不用比，好吗？不要再比了，这种事是小学生来做的事情。
小学生啊？
我说我所谓的小学生是小一、小二，就是低中年级、高年级来做这种事情。
智商看一点。
智商看有问题。
至少比陈文文高。
来，第一题，12页间接问句，我说它就是以主动，对不对？所以第一题 ，How old is Kenny？Kenny 几岁？来变成间接问句 ，Do you know？ 来疑问词叫做 How old？ 主词叫 Kenny， 动词叫 is。标点符号是问号。第二题，坐好，没写作业哦，该死，正常啊。所以那个来监考那数学虽然只来几分钟，那老师跟我说没办法，4个很吵的。我说你确定只有4个吗？而且他陈红任第1名啊，再就隔壁的这个啊，被没收手铐那个啊，再就这个啊，这个啊，跟没有讲，就1、2、3，林子源、朴一婷是。
我怕你吵的。
他
一直转过来跟我讲话，说答案借我抄。他喜欢你啊。他跟我说答案借我抄
你需要抄他的答案哦。
他转过来跟我讲说，答案借我抄。
你已经堕落到需要抄他的答案，吓我一跳。
他应该0分吧。
第二题 ，Why did Tim leave the class so early today？ 为什么 Tim 今天那么早就离开班上？好，这里来疑问词就是 why， 主词叫 Tim， 对不对？来3D do 的 did 去掉，所以的 leave L-E-A-V-E 会变成什么？过去式怎么写？
加一个
L-E 对。
加 D。
L-E-F-T。
为什么
I don't understand why Tim left. 不要再玩了，您的橡皮擦，你是1年级，玩这个橡皮擦。不要给他乱讲话，这么喜他的。好了，第3题。How much did Danny spend on his new computer？ Danny 花多少钱在他新的电脑上？好了，疑问词叫做 How much？ 没写作业的陈同任，赶快来。
没写作业真好看。
没写作业要直播的，就直接把那一段截下来 take。
我就还没看嘞。
所以是我的错。神经，没关系啊。How much? David。来 ，did 一样又去掉，对不对？所以呢 ，spend 会变成什么 ？spend。第4题 ，Where can I eat the best beef soup？ 我要在哪边可以吃到最好吃的牛肉汤？台南，对吧？台南不是很多牛肉汤？
但那个很甜。
我是不吃那种东西，所以我不知道。很烫。I want to know， 然后呢？疑问词 where， 主词 I。Can 写到主词的后面。 哎，你们两个刚好，哎，你们两个是上礼拜去避旅的那个组合吗？对吧？好。
组合包。
啊？你们上礼拜不是去避旅吗？
所以
没写作业。
对啊。
所以。
你现在才知道。
没有，我突然想到了，我就想说为什么你们两个同时没写作业？
同时。
啊，我们就同个国小。
我知道。
就菜瓜布国小嘞。
我没讲什么啊，你是讲的。
菜瓜布。
你看一下，好像菜瓜布，你看一下。
好啦，不要吵。好，第4题，再来是第5题。明天要考生物哦。
哦，对。
真的啊？
我觉得你有时候考。对。
有啊。
不好吃。
What are Andy and Kevin talking about？
考整个
没有，那个自然也要整个单元。
哇，好吧。Andy 跟 Kevin 在聊天聊啥？好，所以疑问词 what， 主词是 Andy 跟 Kevin。
太热。
are。作业才那么9题而已，超少。第6题 ，How long has Andrew worked with Heidi？ 好 ，Andrew 跟 Heidi 工作多久了？好，来这一题是完成式，对不对？好，所以 How long？ 好。闭嘴。问号。下礼拜如果考这个一样，要保补考的也是蛮奇怪的。
哦。
哎，不过下礼拜有一半的机会会考附加跟复合，如果明天考不好的话，那基本上明天也80%会考不好。
哦。
连我上次单考附加问句就考不好了。
哦。
是不一样。等下我椅子啊。
第7题 ，How strong was the 921 earthquake？ 921地震的强度有多强？
好强啊！
小强。
我不知道啊，我那时候好像。
太强了，太强了。
老师，你出生了吗？
怎么可能没有出生？
你有躲过，我真的厉害。
没有啊，怎么躲过？怎么可能躲过？没有躲过啊。但是我那时候是在台北，所以我没有什么感觉。他说什么？还以为你死的，谁讲的？
我啊。
啊，你都还没死，我怎么可能会死？
啊，那时候我。
你知道为什么我会这样子？
我还没。
啊，关我什么事？啊，关我什么事？关我什么事？
你要找老师阿妈说。
我妈死很久了。
真的。
对，我妈的确是在921过地震过后没多久死。
没多久是多久？
管你。
被921击杀了。
How strong？ 主词。陈龙会讲话越白目。
他不原本叫我没事。
是原本就很白目，现在更白目。所以我觉得我应该来跟他聊一下。然后他就会说：“你有病哦，又打电话给我妈了，你有病，你有什么事的？打电话给我妈干嘛？”
会说什么？
我先帮你讲啊。
对啊。
没差。考什么？
没有，我说。
考什么？有种就讲出来，干嘛要讲就说没有？老手真的好烂。第8题 ，Who will you bring along to the picnic？ 你将会带什么东西去野餐？好，第8题。 你们怎么无聊？
他跟陆老师还是你在我家。
他不小心犯错误。
不是这个吗？我是女生。
干嘛这？快点啊！
这个男。
第9题，伦敦铁桥。你好幼稚哦。好来，疑问词汇，助词就是伦敦。被动。好，结束。来，再来，往后转，给他传什么东西？来，翻到第15页，我先讲明天的作业。新民必语的同学听好，不要回来跟我说我报作业了哈。明天的作业是13页跟14页。来，先太多了，很多吗？14题而已。来，翻到第15页。现在马上来处理第15页。我知道啊。
哇！
我从来都没有否定过这件事情。来，第15页，请填入最适当的答案，完成句子，而且不可以重复啊，不会每个都用到，因为这才8题而已哦，不会每题都用到哦。好了，会啦，会每个都用到，因为有一个已经被我填到了。好，写吧。对答案。好，答什么？
睡觉。
只要题目看得懂，答案就填得出来，除非你连题目看不懂。 史跟数学都很困难。I really don't know。然后呢？哎，他们点什么 ？Which to study first， 可以吧？好。第二题，I bought an iPad yesterday, but I don't know 对 how to use it。第三 ，Willie wants to take a trip during the summer vacation, but he hasn't decided where to go。可以吗？第四题 ，Ken isn't sure 什么 to make his girlfriend happy。What to do？第五题 ，There's a mouse running in the kitchen. Please tell me how to scare it away. Yes. 第六题 ，Can you share with your classmates 什么 in English? How to get good grades. OK. 第七 ，Can you teach me 什么 I want to make one in my art class.
How to make a dragon with
straw 用吸管做龙。有办法做吗？是做不会。第八题 ，I don't know 什么 ？How to spell the word？ 有绝对吗？
有。
可以了哈。好来，那我们就先往前翻，记得明天的作业是13页跟14页。好来，那我们先把讲义往前翻到第3页。哎，不对，说错了，我找一下。第5页，名词片语。第5页。哎，现在有那个塑胶袋哦，不要浪费哦，塑胶袋要变贵了，要把塑胶袋收好，知道吗？
塑胶袋黄色的。
对啊，现在塑胶袋快变贵了，所以每个人只要拿到塑胶袋都要把它收好，不要用一次就把它丢掉。
塑胶袋。
对啊，真的啊。不是说外国今天有一个外国一个国家有一个那个感觉很像塑胶袋袋子，结果要台币吗？什么几万块嘛？我是不知道这个，我是没有看到的。但我知道现在就是大家都就像现在油不是都一直涨价吗？对不对？然后我上礼拜是去买礼拜一的早餐的时候，我就想说好，那因为我接我妈的摩托车，那我就帮她把油加满。然后去加油的时候，然后前面就有个老妈，然后那个老妈加油嘛，然后我就跟她讲说，假设是69块好了，然后呢，小姐姐她说69块，就那老妈就说，她讲台语，她说，你看我高低，然后那个小姐姐说有啊，就是已经加满，她说吼，可没那个继续加吗？就是我想，她说油要变贵了，我不想要只有69块，然后那个小姐就是跟她解释说。已经加满了，不能再加了。他说不过才69块而已。然后那小姐跟他说啊，可能你油箱里面原本还有油。他说我之前加拢爱100块什么之类的。然后他说啊，那小姐就跟他解释说啊，可能是你的那个油箱里面还有油，所以你只加69块。然后就阿妈就觉得很不可理喻，然后就说好啦，然后还要从里面就拿出一个像我们那种桶装那酒精瓶那种。他跟我说，那你再帮我把这个瓶子里面装满油，这样子。然后结果。假设那瓶子是这样，然后这里就有个截止线，假设这里是截止线，然后那个店员就把它加到这里，说哦，阿妈好啊，这样子，然后阿妈就很生气，就说，你那都刚刚加，然后那小姐跟他说啊，截止线这瓶的截止线就在这里，再加上去其实比较危险，然后阿妈就很生气，就说哦，不会啦，这摆油要变贵啊啦，我就是要加较甜啦，然后结果我就一直排在后面，然后我就一直看着他，然后那小姐好像也不知道要怎么跟那个阿妈讲，然后小姐就是看我。然后我就对那阿妈翻白眼，我想说，这才摩托车而已，是在跟我们开车的人，我们都没有在叫了。然后结果他就说，阿妈后来就很生气说，好啦，是安尼啦，我等下回去这个给另外一趟来加。好，好哦。然后那小姐说啊，小姐不好意思，让你等那么久，说没关系没事。那阿妈很坚持，她就是要把它油加到很满，那个怕。那它应该带一个水桶嘛？
那应该太大了。
用个水桶就把油加满了，是吗？好，所以现在随时什么都有可能会变贵，听说卫生纸要变贵。
卫生纸也要。
对啊，没错啊。
空气也要变贵。
啊，所以你能不用吗？
念白哦。
你如果没有空气，你就把它拒绝了。好，来，我们来看一下 WH 不定词用法。来，间接问句来看好哦。如果有出现 be going to 其实是 will should can will 等助动词的时候，我们就可以把它简化成不定词片语。那不定词片语的长相就是前面会有一个WH 疑问词 ，WH 疑问词是或者互惠的那些哦。后面的动词要附接原形。好，所以呢，我们来看题。来，你看第一句一哦，我们把这两题讲完就好了。He doesn't know what he should do。他不知道他该怎么做。来，同学，你帮我把简化成 WH 不定词片语，就是把主词跟助动词去掉，所以你帮我把 he 跟 should 把它撇掉。he 跟 should 撇掉，所以就会剩下什么？来，就会变成来看啊，我们就是把主词跟助动词去掉，剩下疑问词跟to be， 对吗？所以答案会变成这样。等一下，明天这个会再讲一遍，这个蛮简单的。好，然后呢，疑问词是或者，对不对？那我说把 he 跟 should 把它去掉，对不对？那后面的 do 就会变成好，第二题 ，Mary has no idea what she is going to say。玛丽呢，她不知道她将说些什么话。好，来把 what 跟什么去掉？what 不能去掉，是 she 跟什么去掉 ？be going to， 对不对？所以变成 Mary has no idea。这下礼拜也会考啊哈。如果明天大家没有考得特别差的话。没错啊，明天一样，我一样会早点起来让我们补考啊。但是这礼拜四有可能会留人哦，因为这礼拜六，因为下礼拜国中月考，所以这礼拜六早上不会叫你们来，不会来叫你们来英文，所以这礼拜四有可能会留人。如果你明天不赶快补考的话，好，准备可以拿什么？今天不用买。